Nobody has to ask me what I did this summer on my summer vacation, because all I did was try to find former Florida football players from the 1996 team. I found them all, at least all the ones who played in the Florida FSU game, which to me is the most glorious night in Florida football history. Not only did they win their first national title, they beat the dreaded Seminoles, and they beat the crap out of them. We start out with young Shea Showers from Fort White. Are you living in Fort White?
No.
He's coaching at Fort White, okay? And then, of course, the great Demetric Jackson here, who is the head coach at Fort White.
Yes, sir.
How'd you do in your jamboree last night?
Not well.
And, of course, up here, Wiley Bird Rich, center on the national championship team, and did a great job doing those shotgun snaps that came out of nowhere. And then we got, of course, Willie Cohen's great defensive end, got pressed into action that night, didn't you? For a long time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And of course, right behind me is James Bates. You may have heard of him, artist. And Willie Rogers over there at the end, of course, a great defensive end for the Mighty Gators. And apparently he has lifted since he left Florida. Hasn't stopped. When you think back to that night in New Orleans, either it can be on the field, it can be after the game, it can be in the locker room, it can be on Bourbon Street, whatever your favorite memory is.
Probably my favorite moment was, towards the end of the game when pretty much all the starters or guys that played a lot were on the sideline and just looking over at FSU players and they were helpless. And it was like, they were drained. That was the best feeling to me, just to look at them and see them dejected, like, why do we have to play those guys again? And that was probably the best moment for me.
Just the energy that, to kind of be able to celebrate that with all your guys that you work so hard with, but with all your guys, with all the Gators that were there. I mean, it was just like you looked up there, and I just remember the band, and I remember all the fans that stayed, and everybody just wanted to get a piece of, just give everybody five and hug up, and it just poured out from the Superdome out onto Bourbon and everywhere you went. I mean, it was all Gators. It was just so much fun, and it was just so I guess my favorite memory, it's a whole lot of pieces, but it's really just the pride and the happiness that we were able to be a part of that brought Gator Nation, and then to know that it was the first time, and it was me with my freshman brothers, that we were the guys in charge. It was under our watch. It's just too good to be true.
Just right there at the end where we have the big group team picture, and also passing that crystal ball around, getting a chance to hold it and kiss on it and just reflect back and just look at everybody, the smiles on everybody's faces, just the expression of love within that group right there. And just everybody that feeling, man, you can't take that away.
We knew from the get-go that we were going to dismantle this team, that there was no chance. Really, they shouldn't even got 20 points. And, we kind of felt it from the get-go, something that we prepared all year for. And everyone was locked in, from the D-line to the linebackers. Even, when we were talking about subbing guys in the nickel package, everybody was locked in and keyed and was ready to go. So it was just a chance to happen.
Our motivation was that loss at Tempe, Arizona, that embarrassment. And so going into that Florida State game, we had a chance to get them again. Our defense was as determined as ever, and that was kind of our marquee of our team.
Losing big games, really taught us a lot, and I just really feel like this, those years are just dynamic with the chemistry and the camaraderie we had in the locker rooms, with what we shared, and just a lot of different characters and a lot of diversity, and it just really brought us together.
We played in Louisiana, to Tennessee. We even went to Georgia. We've all been to Georgia and played in Athens. And the Gator fans, it's unbelievable the way they travel anyways. And it was I don't know how to explain it to you. It was electrifying to see that many people show up there. Watching on TV, it was spectacular. But watching it on the field, it was unbelievable. And the Gator fans, and like I've said before, there's no fans like a Gator fan.